Privet, Katila, ya, Niharosho, because today, if I remember correctly, we are playing Democracy 3, and we are in the midst of a global recession, again. So we got reelected last time, as we know, and this is our 5th year starting out. And, yeah, there's a few things happening. First of all, immigration levels are starting to go up, but I think with the recent economic downturn, that's going to change. Now, I think our budget deficit's going to go up. Now, there's a few things we want to do. We haven't done everything, but we got elected on the second term because the German people will it. But at least ghettos got rid of it. Got rid of ghettos. But cyber warfare happened, which actually will be changed a lot by if we censor porn. So first off, we're going to appoint a UN ambassador. Now, obviously, without even thinking about it, you know, we're just, I mean, who else is going to, you know, we're going to be patriotic. Someone who stands up for our choice. We're not going to be a bunch of globalist shills, right? A true internationalist, fuck off. Carl Schreiner with the fucking question mark in his name. Okay. So let's look at our thing for a second. We are in a slight deficit, but that shouldn't matter too much. The global economy crashed. It will revive. GDP crashed. Income crashed. Expenditure went down. Ooh, but has debt been going up this entire time? What? What? I don't remember that. I guess it just... whatever. However, let's look at what's the ethnic minority membership? Still 0%. However, that's because... I'm kind of confused, because last time I checked... Well, no, where's immigration? Immigration. This is going up, like the devil. Now, there is one thing we can do to get rid of immigration, and that is ban the people... So the most people coming to Germany... Actually, you know what should we do? We should do some citizenship tests, because, you know... If you're gonna immigrate, I mean, there's no immigration. You know, I mean, we're a nationalist party. No immigration except, you know, maybe from Denmark. Because, you know, Danish people are pretty cool. And they have good bacon. So we're gonna have maximum citizenship tests. Now, that should actually increase the page rate. I didn't know that. Now, that should take a bit of a take to immigration. Racial tension goes down, which is good, but, you know, there won't be any racial tension because there's no racial minorities to be tensioned about. That's the point. That's the reason why we got elected again. The first time and the second time. That was pretty good. So what are we doing for this 5th year? Well, we just passed some citizenship tests to crack down on immigration a little bit more, because people coming here are apparently, they're fine with retina scans. They're fine with that. Now, obviously, as I said in the beginning of this series, we need to get 0% ethnic minority population, and about 100%, but we're about 30% here, and that's not good. I don't know what would increase Patriot membership, though. I'm trying to figure that out. The thing with Democracy 3 doesn't tell you. Just like, oh, maybe something was gonna happen. Yeah. How's the Liberals looking like? They're still 54. Hopefully they could go up to like 50, below 50. What's conservatives? Where's conservatives? They're 45. Okay. Membership is affected by what? Community policing, but we got rid of that. So things are going along. Not much we can do with just 4% political capital, so we shall move on. So yeah. You know, I've been looking through my, like, Democracy 3 videos, and surprisingly, I don't get so political on them. I'm just kind of make some grandiose nationalist statements because I'm, like, role-playing of nationalist Germany. Don't worry, guys. You know, things will come up soon. Just wait for this global economy to go through fucking Americans. Always shitting on everything. Our intelligence experts have intercepted communications which suggested the pro-capitalist corporate-funded terror group, known as the Bat Group, may be considered action against our government. 81 people in our terrorist organization. Well, that can't stand. Time to boost up our intelligence services. Just because, you know, I mean, last time I played, we're gonna have a big modus operandi. Now, I know this is not something I do usually, but we are nationalists and we are security apparatus people to the core. Plus, we need to be sure we don't get assassinated and then just play through prematurely. We need to crack down on those capital swines. I'm not socialist, just saying. We're third positionists. And there's a difference. There's a difference. Now, what's going on here? What are we doing? Well, we have to figure out a few things. So we have to crack down on that, which stop moving up. They're like, oh, let me tease you. Okay, we start, now we're just going to stop here. Now we have to get down to here. Because the thing is, if this goes up, it just kind of stays here. That's fine, because it doesn't start it. This has gone down a little bit, but intelligence service shall crack down. Now, yeah, I think minorities is still going on. How's immigration levels? Okay, they started going down. But before we could do that, let's be sure we Let's pass something. Let's pass... Let's pass internet censorship. Now, you might be wondering, hey, Nikolai, you know, don't you like censorship? Well, here's the thing. There's a few nefarious things, and we are turning it fascist, right? Now, as I said before, I trolled you all in saying that this is actually just a nationalist paper, so we're not technically fascist. But, I feel like, as a conservative, right-wing nationalist government, we would try to restrict certain degenerate activities, and that includes on the internet. So, or at the very least, not censor it, but, like, restrict it. So, some sites block, like internet porn. And plus, we could get internet crime and cyber with. The youth might not like it, the liberals might not like it, but who cares about them? Conservatives like it. That's great. And that took a little bit of our political capital. Now, liberals might get a bit heisty, but they're only half the population. It used to be about 60%. Now they're going down. What's something patriots love? Patriots are 37. Oh, is this going up? Oh, this is going down so much. Okay. What's the environment like? Because the environment went to shit until we, like, crashed. So we might actually delay the environmental degradation of our society. Yeah, see? Perfect environment. How's our GDP looking? It went down, it's gonna go up. Okay, so as it goes up, so this is like halfway through our 5th year, right? 1, 2. As we go through our years and all that, it's gonna start going down again. So we've delayed the inevitable. Or we can't delay the inevitable, but we could delay it for another few years. Shut up, fucking fake press. You know, they're backlashing us because we are restricting their online viewership. You know, it's so retarded. Do you guys remember the what was it? Do you guys remember don't you guys remember the what was it? Yeah, whenever you guys go on like online, you try to read like an official newspaper like the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times, we're like, oh, please give us money. I'm like, bitch, put some ads on it. I'd be fine with watching your ads. They're not annoying. Hell, I disable ad block. I disable ad block for everything. Like, if they're like, hey, please, if you want to enter, disable your ad block, I'm like, well, you crafty bitch. But I get used. How's our thing looking like here? It's fine. Okay. Oh, our deficit's going up. How? Why? Ain't that some shit? How's this going down? Yeah, this one's going down the tubes. It's gonna go down the tubes. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, so I really don't like, I mean, if it's like, even if I like disable my ad block, they're like, no, pay us, please give it, like, here's a monthly premium of like a few dollars a month. I'm like, bitch, I don't have that much money. I'm unemployed. Trying to get a job at the moment, but at the moment, I mean, I don't know why the fuck I would pay you anyway. Like, I could get other things for free, so. What are things we can do? How are our parents looking? Maybe they need some boosting. They like that. Parents are happy. How many people are parents? And has the membership of parents went up? What are some things we can do? Now, I'm thinking of carbon tax, but not right now, as it says. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have national anthem at the start of our... Actually, no, we're gonna ban Islam. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these things are big things, like big brain things. You know, like implementing a ban on Islam. Now, we're not gonna, you know, all banned. Not all. Now, this will eradicate immigration. Ethnic minorities will like it, don't like it. Racial tension goes up. Religious like it, which is good, because they've, Now, I don't know. I thought this banned it. Yeah, this does ban it. So it's like, you know, we need... I mean, this fucking has a thing crossing off a mosque, so I'm pretty sure I know the message of that. So we'll ban Islam. Cracking on porn, banning Islam, fucking base German government. Youth don't like it. But we got them some university grants, right? Maybe if we boost this up, maybe they... Oh, we don't have sufficient. Well, anyway. So next turn would be our last turn to do shit. What are we doing? Well, I mean, the thing is, we did most of our things in the first term. It's just letting it roll its course. Now, I think How's Patriot going up? Patriot's doing good? Capitalists don't like us. How's our assassinations going? The Freedom person got an extra... The Battenberg group is eliminated because of that. Everyone's going down. It's pretty good. Maybe because it was the economic downturn that led people to down that path. Our agriculture subsidy seems a little bit high. But farmers like it, and we like farmers. Extremely supportive. Where's Patriots? 44. Oh shit. You guys are just shooting through the roof. This might be something to do with the space program. Finally, probably... See, that's why you just have to wait a little bit. You implement it, you might think this is useless, but... It's actually not, because, you see, now we're getting paid. Now, it used to be, what, 9% of the population was patriotic? Now we're getting up to 50%, half of it. Now, I think we could do it by the end of this, our second term. But hopefully we do it. Unless something happens. Unironically, us getting rid of all the minorities and then having no racial tensions actually having a lesser impact on Patriot membership. If we have, like, racial tension, there's a lot of patriotic. And because that's the thing. When you... Oh, see? We got upgraded. See? You just had to wait. But the thing is that, you know, people in European countries, or just, I guess, white people in general, when they live within their own kind, like, when they don't have to deal with all this multicultural, multi-ethnic BS, they don't think about race. And, you know, that's fine, because you shouldn't think about your race, really. Because usually, at the end of the day, it is not that important. The thing that's important, though, is, like, preserving your country. So if you look at trends, if you look at and you're like, oh, wow, I'm going to become a minority. That's shit. You know, I want to be sure, let's say I'm Danish. I want Denmark to remain Danish. Is that too much to ask for? Apparently it is. And so, you know, then you start thinking in terms of racial consciousness and ethnic consciousness and national consciousness and such. So, you know, if we don't have this, then people don't have to think about it. You know, that's the only way if you want to have this, like, post-racial society is not basically have a bunch of people who look different, who act different, who speak different, all live together in the same area, competing for everything. That's a recipe for disaster. So, yeah. 95% approval rating. God freaking damn. So the deficit is going up a little bit. Now, how's the Patriot membership now that we moved? Now, this is the last term we're doing. So I say 53%. Hot diggity damn. That's pretty good. What are some other things we could do? We already got the homeowners thing, right? Yeah. How's the liberals looking? Like, are the liberals gone? 47. Okay, now they're the minority, and they are the slight majority. And they shall come up. We're just looking at things to do. Driverless cars, maybe, but there might be some other things we could do. What are some things we could pass here that are good? We shall... Remember when prostitution was legal? Yeah, that was a dark time in our past. I want the death penalty. We'll bring that out later. I think if we want more... We said 100%, right? So I think the only way we're going to do that is through a national anthem at the start of the news. Because why not? Yeah. I'm just going to assume... that... Oh, shit, this fucking destroyed... Bam. Yeah, we should have done this earlier. This is essentially a free thing that just boosts Patriot membership. Foreign religions go down, but who cares about them? Is this going down? This is gone. And that's going down. So... That is it. Actually, we could probably do one more thing. What are a few things we could do? Probably do a few things. Oh, public libraries. Yeah, that's a good thing. Actually, so what are we going to do about public libraries? Well, we will implement them to ensure that, well, I guess because they're fucking fun. You know, we could this is a place for, I guess it's just in conjunction with our youth program in Germany, the Jugend. Actually, you know, now that I'm actually, I think this is the first time I've actually started, doing German stuff without, you know, without, this is the first time I'm doing, like, a recording of the German playthrough without, like, when I'm doing Duolingo at the same time. I started Duolingo about a month ago, but a little after I finished the end of my last turn, so I know a bit of German. For example, ich bin nicht lustig. I am not funny, I'm trying to say. Seid ihr bereit? It's like, are you ready? Seid ihr bereit für Deutschland toll? Toll means great, I think, or amazing. Something like that. Anyway. I know some things, like, did you know die Ente means the duck? I know, it might sound like I'm retarded, but, like, you know, I actually know some stuff. Just, I don't know how to, oh yeah, die Bananen, der Äpfel. See the apple? Die Bananen, the bananas, die Äpfel, with, like, the 2 dots at the top of it, that'd be the apples. What are some other things that we know, that we could point out here? Dimension means the people, right? Dimension? What are some other things? Don't know much. Nothing out of course. There's a lot. I've learned a lot of, like, basic shit, like, hallo, wie geht's? Ich heiße Nikolai. Ich komme aus Amerika. You know, stuff like that. Bis später. Alrighty, so that's the end of our turn. We're gonna go to the next turn, and we'll probably end it there, because the next turn is our the end of our 5th year. And this is entering our 6th year. So yeah. See, cyber internet, power lines, 97%. Things are looking up, and we've recovered. In our 5th year, now we're back on track, and we have 3 years left to continue making Germany in our own image. So that's it. That's the end of our 5th year in Germany. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had a great ass time. Me just about doing random shit. So, okay. So, you know, like, favorite, subscribe, and check out my Patreon if you really liked it. You know, really like this episode, or just like my channel. So aim high, wander on, from America, with Russian love.